Hi, hey, and all those other greetings of adventurers. I'm Jake Spins, welcoming you guys back to my gaming and unboxing channel, where we will be playing Sonic Hero. What? This isn't Sonic. But look at that. That's totally Sonic Heroes, right? That's just Sonic Hero. A racing game? Oh, okay. Sonic Heroes Race? No, it's still not right. Oh, Team Sonic Racing. Oh, that game. That game that's put me through plenty of terrible internal combustion. Yeah, those are the word spins. Yeah, we're back with Team Sonic Racing. And it's possible that these internal combustions, as apparently I'm putting them, are going to be over very soon. Of course, we do have some other stuff that I would like to do, but the main playthrough will be done with mission mode. Anyways, though, we also have Jake Spin's original with Gorilla Cyclones, Quincora, Floweye, as well as some old vlogs and some art videos that you guys can check out. And yes, I did just shoehorn that in. But I think this is going to be the final mission of the game. Meaning that if we get this, we would have missed around, well, actually, 20 stars. I was going to say 19, and then my brain defaulted to 20 because I was originally going to say 20, but it doesn't matter. But before we do that, I feel like it would be very appropriate to jump into the garage and do something that I've discussed previously. Now, of course, we do have Knuckles' amazing, sleek Master Emerald mobile. We have Tails' Tornado 1, which used to be the Tornado 2. And Eggman. I did not mean to go to Eggman. And then Sonic. Now, we did have this cool prototype car, which honestly didn't really get to be used that much. But it's still pretty cool. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to look and we're going to see... Okay, it gets rid of a lot of defense, but whatever. Honestly, that looks about right. Now, what I want to do is I basically want to make a supersonic car. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are finally going to jump in and actually give Sonic a well-deserved car. Now, I feel like Chao is actually going to be the best for this. Now, the reason... Oh my god, why do I have to like this blue so much? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Because when we actually change this to metal or metallic paint... Oh, metallic... I chose the right thing. Yeah. We are going to get this nice sleek car. So the question is how I'm going to arrange it because honestly, not even I know. I think maybe some like sleek blue in there would be pretty good. Yeah, and of course, if we are going super, we have to be yellow as well. Them's the rules. I mean, granted, if we're going full super though, much as I do like that, we gotta go the full gold. You know? Because that's just supersonic. Okay, and not only that, we do actually have, for some reason, again, it's Shadow. I still don't understand why, but it is Shadow. But yeah, we can go... Honestly, maybe I'll do like the blue for here. And maybe that'll look decent. That doesn't look too bad. Alright, it's not, Also, I just really quickly want to look at it to see... I mean, it does look better supersonic-wise without, but I feel like with looks pretty sleek. So we're going to go with that. So Sonic has a supercar. If he actually... He's not going to turn super. Well, let's be real here. There was nothing with the Chaos Emeralds. But I am actually going to play this with the story because it is the last mission, so we might as well see what the heck all of this has led up to. Wait, was that it? I mean, the story was like all beforehand. But what would Supersonic have? Drifting faster. Immunity to slow down. I feel like maybe immunity to slow down. Alright. So let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I really need to look at this. But at least they're different people. I'll eventually watch the cutscenes for this. Or not. They're surprised?
What a surprise. Come on, everybody. Let's go get that engine back and wreck Eggman's plan. It's about time.
I was expecting it to be like a Sonic Generations, like, you know, not a, you got this, Sonic, because that was ridiculous. And that was the first time that Shadow's new voice actor showed up, and a bunch of new voice actors showed up, was all throughout that stuff. I mean, it was beforehand. What? Oh, that's so cool! And of course, you can't race this whole... You can't race as this whole cool Death Egg thing. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's big. I love how it actually has a Death Egg icon. Okay, so this looks like a remix track, but it looks also like it could be a new one? Oh god. It's fine though, because we are Supersonic. Woo! My god. I'm gonna leave this car like this probably just because the whole Supersonic idea is really good. Granted, I'm biased, but still. Alright. One Ultimate Hedgehog to another? You're cubed! What I was actually going to say, though, is it's kind of funny seeing Metal Sonic with this whole, like, contraption, and then there's Zavok. So it's two robots and a monster. Oh, and I remember this track because this is one of the tracks that in the original Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing, I actually had a glitch on. I don't remember exactly what the glitch was, but I definitely remember there was definitely a glitch. Now, I am going to have to pay a lot of attention because I also don't know what the mission was, now that I think about it. But, I'm going to have to make sure to cube Metal Sonic again. No, to keep a more consistent slipstream and to actually share out my items, because if I don't, that's bad. Oh my god, I keep hitting it close. These lasers are definitely new, though. Careful, Tails! Careful! Oh my god, unless they're just like laser lights and they actually won't do anything, I don't know. Okay, Buddy Supersonic needs a boost. I mean, what am I saying? Supersonic has infinite boost. Hey. And honestly, like, the legendary, to be honest, the whole entire idea of the legendary parts is kind of useless. And the big reason why I feel that way is because they're the exact same parts. Whoa, okay, I did not know that was there right away. So that's my bad. But they're the exact same parts except for they're gold. And that's literally the only difference. And it's like, but why? Like, what's the point then? Because you can just make it metal and give it color by doing what I did. And it doesn't really make much of a difference, and you can even texture it too. So, unless you can have other colors with it. But I just don't see the whole use of it. But anyway, though, we are on the final lap of the Thunder Deck. Maybe that's supposed to be like lightning or thunder. But I always thought it was pretty cool that this racing game was more so, or the racing games were more so based off of Sonic Heroes. You know, that's just really cool to me. Just because Sonic Heroes doesn't get as much representation. So just because of the era it was made in, you know, right soon after Sonic Heroes, that's just the style that they used. Okay, so my big question is, where is this whole Death Egg car? And why does it just seem completely useless? Or am I just that good at this track? That's the real question. Maybe I'm just that good. You know? And again, we are Supersonic, and he is overpowered, so... And Supersonic is always there to help. Oh my gosh. We have the cube. I have stupidity. Because I just did that. Alright guys. Last time to throw forward! Yeah, and the cube's gone. Where did the cube go? Poor cube. Oh, I never found out because I never got close enough because those hitboxes are so... Death Egg got 11th. The frickin' Death Egg got 11th. Can we also mention the fact that Team Eggman has 5 members? You can only race as 3 of them. Why didn't you just make, like, another robot that you could play as and do a whole Eggman robot thing? Like, that would have been neat. Granted, the Death Egg did terrible. I didn't even know it was there. Metal Sonic was more of a threat. And we cubed him twice. We cubed him squared. That's how you say it. Oh my god. He has... I don't get it. They have different art. Like, I just don't understand why they didn't end up having you be able to play as them. Dude, your thing sucked. This was the final mission, boss.
About that monster machine, it's gone crazy, and it's headed for the energy cooler.
Oh, do we actually get, like, an actual legitimate final thing? Because that would be kind of cool. Unless it's going to be a Sonic Runners thing where Sonic just turns super, and then it was like, cool, we'll get to play as Super Sonic. And then it's like, no, we're just going to do a story about it. Are they really doing a lamer version? They're doing a lamer, like, script by script version of Sonic Adventure plus Cars. This is weird. I don't know what's going on because I hadn't been watching the actual story, even though I would have wanted to, but it made for a shorter playthrough, so that's good. Ah, yes, look at that glorious cutscene. Just a picture going boom, bam. Is that literally it? That is so anticlimactic.
Sonic and everybody is safe in time.
I wouldn't worry about them. Hey guys, sorry about the wait.
Really?
It was quite the close call.
There's not even like a
All the race
final like
explosion.
ticking thing?
It's over now. Do not fret, younglings.
Just gonna say.
To show my gratitude for saving my life, let me give you all new race cars.
I was gonna say some crap like that. Like,
Race together then?
don't worry, I have spares.
Exactly. I look forward to seeing everyone's competitive spirits in action again.
Okay then.
All right. Now that we got that settled, let's get this.
I don't even know if that was a good character or not, to be honest. Try another story. Oh, that's okay. To be honest, look, I understand the idea of doing a script by script instead of cutscenes. You know, it's a racing game. You can't expect too much out of it. But Sonic Forces did the same thing. And it feels like a letdown. Now, personally for me, I have done stories like that, but I'm one person who uses a free editing software and does all of the work. Again, I don't know what the story was. I'm sure with the story, the missions probably would have felt a lot less bland, and it would have definitely pieced things together a lot better. But I feel very weird about this game. Now, before I get into that, I do want to mention the fact that when we did Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing, I didn't do Transformed, but when we did that, it was very sectioned off, and this was in chapters, but it was sectioned off into 3 things. So I'd do a good section of missions, and then I would just jump over to the Grand Prix, do all the Grand Prix, and I'd go back and forth. Now, had I realized sooner that the Grand Prix were in this, I probably would have done something like that. It would have made for a big playthrough, like Smash Brothers, but I probably would have done something like that. Now, onto my feelings of this game. I feel like when you're playing with people, even though I've only played it like once with my siblings, it is way more fun. Team Sonic Racing is about the communication and being able to say, hey, I need an item, do you need an item? And just communication and teamwork. It doesn't really work when it comes down to AI. A big problem of what I had with this game was literally how the AI worked. Because half the time, they didn't. And it wasn't that intense. And honestly, the layout of how they did this was very poor in my opinion. I get wanting to introduce and make sure you're using a variety of courses inside of the missions. That being said, how you should have done it, you already sectioned it off. You already made layouts and level HUDs. You should have just kept it with those. You even made 7 chapters. Had you made 6 chapters or 7 chapters and you made an extra 3 tracks, then sure, you would have been fine. It wouldn't have really been that big of a problem with them being mixed together. But it was very weird jumping from something like Planet Wisp over to Rooftop Run or the casino stages. or being in Chapter 6 and racing on Wisp Circuit. There is no reason, and it is very disorganized. Sure, you wanted to make it different, and you wanted to make sure people didn't get bored. But in that token, you had 3 different tracks to use. You should have used them in each section, and you should have used them properly. If you wanted people to go back, you should have made it where each chapter you could get a way to unlock a section, and then maybe you can play other stages, or some kind of a bonus 4th track, like a special stage type of a thing. That being said, it was okay. The missions themselves, I liked a few of them, but not all of them were great. A lot of them were really bland, especially for the key missions. The key missions mostly was the thing that completely bogged everything down, to be honest. You know? I mean, it's cool we got that. Did we get anything else? Destroy 15 egg ponds. Cool. But there's a lot to this game that is good and bad. Like the egg pond thing, that's kind of annoying. We front ran that whole goddamn race. And everybody knows it. We destroyed that thing. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to jump back in, and I feel like my playthrough kind of reflects how I feel about this, and I'm hoping that the Grand Prix itself will change my aspect of this game, and I'll come back and say the rest of my feelings afterwards. Also, please keep in mind the fact that I played this mission mode all by myself. You can play with other people. That is an option. How it works with all of the keys and stars and stuff, I don't know. But you can do it that way. Okay, guys. I'm gonna meet you back. Well, that's one way to do it. Oh man, that's such a pain. I'm telling ya. I at least had to get 3rd, so I'm glad I got 3rd. I don't know if I did it, though. I'm just hoping I did. Yeah, I did it. Okay. So, cool. That's it. For getting every key in the game. That's what you get. Sponsor. I went to the wrong thing. My bad. What Pertel is this? Just that. Well, that wasn't worth it. That wasn't worth it at all. That's a shame. That really is such shame. Right. So, here's the thing. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to look at that. Okay. So, going back into this, we're not going to get all the stars. Showdown Race, pretty good idea. That one was actually pretty good. I really like the target ones. This mission was stupid. The egg pawn assaults were like probably my favorite. Those ones were amazing. These ring ones, they can get the heck out of here because those are awful. The survival races, they were annoying because every single time the AI would literally just duck out. The Grand Prix, this is what I'm talking about. Okay? So you're on Chapter 6. Why are we seeing Wisp Circuit and Bingo Party? Like the first two tracks, but oh wait, it's mirrored. Really? Really? Team races, those are fun. The Daredevils, those, once I figured them out, weren't that bad, but I still hate them. Traffic Attack, those were very fun. I almost forgot about Traffic Attack. But the thing is, you had things like on Sky Road, drift and get 400 rings. That took me 2 hours, and I will cop to that. It's not 3 hours; it's actually 2 hours. I just thought it was 3 hours, but in editing, was all pieced together around 2 hours. So, what do I think about this game, and should you get it? This is all based on Team Adventure. Now, of course, this is somebody who has not played with people a lot. Now, playing with people, I've said, probably would be super fun. Mission mode is super scattered, and I feel like story probably helps with it, but I doubt that it helps that much. And one very disappointing thing, in my opinion, is at the end of the chapter when you unlocked each team, it didn't allow you to... Well, not it didn't allow you. I feel like they should have done rival races. They should have just done it that way. They should have made it more boss battle oriented. And I feel like with that Death Egg robot, they very easily could have made something. Some final cool battle with it. They could have done a lot better. But it was just a regular AI that meant nothing. It meant nothing. It didn't really hinder me, even when I was going back and getting those egg pawn. Now, the reason why that one was challenging, there was only 6 egg pawns. You had to go back and you had to farm the egg pawns. That, I think, is very, very frustrating. The fact that you can be too good at the game to actually miss out on a reward. I feel like that is just silly to me. But in general, the customization is very fun. The amount of parts is really cool. But I also do think that it's really stupid that you can't play as Team Eggman in the adventure mode. I know he's the main villain and all that, but they could have made some way to make them playable. You could have done something. And then, of course, they're like, oh, hey, here's a collector's edition, which has a classic Sonic statue. Only for PlayStation. Why, Sega? Why? What are you doing? Just what are you doing? But long story short, this game could definitely be helped with DLC. And eventually I'll try to do the Grand Prix. And I feel like 3 tracks instead of 4 definitely hindered this game a little bit. Definitely made the variety a little less. But the variety of the stages and tracks was actually really good, and the tracks themselves are very fun. So I'm hoping once I get this Grand Prix, we can get a more general, out-of-the-box opinion. And when I do those, I feel like I showed off the team mechanic way more than enough. So we're probably going to do the single player one. Anyway, though, guys, if you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button, share this out with everybody known love, and remember, this was more painful for me than it was for you. Alright. Keep it safe. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more from this channel, make sure to go to the left of the screen for subscribing and subscribing to my other channel, and go to the right of the screen to check other videos. Alright, see you guys later. Bye!